Welcome back to Goblin Slayer Anime Review, episode number 14. We are here reviewing the penultimate episode of Goblin Slayer Season 2, The Princess's Ordeal. And yeah, this episode should have came out last week with the dub, but it didn't. Instead, they said released a Brazilian dub. I don't know why, but they did. For some reason, they gave the next week off. I like Girlfriend, though there was a reason. This one, I did not know what the reason was. So he started off with the hero, the one who's basically part of like three heroes. One who was voiced by Jazz Saxon, the swordswoman of the group, where it's like, oh, they need to do a particular assignment. There's about Silver Adventures, and they go off. This whole opening scene is from the interlude, because basically this is from chapter 6, 7, and there's another interlude. So right after this, basically we have the Goblin Slayer crew, where they are led out by the Sword Maiden. Yes, they're basically Sword Maiden gives them basically like a map of the dungeon, and like, oh, for one very detailed map. It's like, yeah, I used to be, and she says, oh yeah, I used to be my team's choreographer. Okay, so no offense, basically is like the whole thing, like thanking her, like of course they escort out of the city, and then they go out of the city and they come across the carriage that was wrecked last episode, where Priestess finds her staff that was stolen from her just last episode by the princess. And they follow the tracks to go to like this ruined dungeon. So they climb up a wall. You have Dwarf Shaman being carried by Lizard Priest, and Goblin Slayer carrying the girls up. What a complete gentleman he is. So then they go in, and of course the sword making basically a map of the first four levels of the dungeon, because apparently the fourth level is the heart of the place. Anything beyond there is like very dangerous, and you may not come back. That's according to her. So they managed to break in. They managed to get there no problem. So it's just go straight to the sneak in. So then of course they're basically attacked by hordes of goblins, slicing and dicing through them. And of course Goblin Slayer ends up sitting after steal at one end, and of course open door and sends them in the sky, which leads to something with the hero party where they're basically like, oh, there's this goblin quest. They want to say somebody who, and they're like, oh, what's that goblin quest? They don't assume it's goblins, but someone's doing a goblin quest, and we see the hero where she slices in half this goopy creature. And this is another interlude thing, because apparently anytime a hero shows up, it's from an interlude. So, and of course they rest for a bit, and then of course they go through, and they come across a big room where they find the princess, and her clothes have been torn. Actually, those are priestess clothes, and of course they've been torn up, and it looks like she's about to be sacrificed. Like, oh, is that a shaman? No, that's a priest. So cast protection. Like, oh, what type of spell is this? Oh, it's a ritual sacrifice. So they mention all the goblins around there, and then eventually you have priestess using purify to purify the whole area and give her the protection. The priest is killed. They see the princess, and that's the episode. It's a pretty good episode. I'd say it's pretty faithfully adapted. I do gotta keeping the mature rating, the warning there is perfectly fine. It's just for the violence. It's not for, showing a freaking rape scene again, but it's still a pretty good episode. We only have one more to go, and it's airing this coming week. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Particular review. I'm probably be able to do my next video tomorrow, because I gotta do a stream right now. Okay, next video. Bye.